Hi, this video is going to show you how you can create this inspirational poster in the ransom note style. So the first thing that you're going to do, you're going to open up the letters. The letters should be in your graphic design folder. You should have a new folder called ransom note, and in there should be this image of letters. This was something that you can access through Google Classroom, something that was provided for you. And yeah, open it up, download it, put it in your folder. So this image, the reason why I found this one, or the reason why we're using this one that I found off the internet, is that it has a lot of good examples of ransom note style letters. And it gives you a variety of different styles, 4 or 5 of each, something like that. So you have a lot of good choices here. So you're also going to open up a new image. Oops, sorry about that. So you're going to go to File, New. And so you're going to open up this new document. The size of the image, it's going to be a wide image, wider than it is tall. The width is going to be 10 inches. The height, I'd like you to do 8 inches. The resolution, 300. Keep it either 8-bit or 16-bit. That's fine. Background contents, white. Okay. So this is the image or the document in which you are going to be bringing all of your letters. The letters are going to be coming from this image right here. So the way that we're going to be bringing these pictures over from one image to another image is by the way of making a copy or selecting the image and dragging it over to the other image. So you're going to zoom in to the first letter. So my first word is talent. So I'm going to start off with the T's. So I'm going to zoom in on the T's. You want to work nice and close because when you do make this selection, you want it to be nice and clean. You want to avoid selecting the outside here. You also want to avoid getting too close to the inside. Now this is going to be a rectangle that you're going to be selecting. Okay. So when you do select it, we're going to be using the tool, one of the lasso tools. It's the third option down, shortcuts the letter L. Now if you hold down this click and you right click on it, you should be able to see the different types of lassos. The one we're going to use is the polygonal lasso tool. The polygonal lasso tool lets you make selections with straight lines. Every time you click, you're going to be at a corner until you finally get them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of the T's that I want to use. Let's say I want to start with this one. As best as possible, you're going to get to the corner. You want to have that little black arrow hitting that corner. So you're going to click. You don't have to hold it down and it kind of sticks to that corner. You're going to now click on that second corner. Then you're going to click on the third corner. And then you're going to click on the second corner, the third corner, and lastly you're going to go back up. Now you should see a little circle on the bottom right hand side of that little icon. You see they have this little polygonal lasso tool icon, but when you connect it, you're going to see there's that little circle that forms. As soon as you click, that should complete your area. Now I'm going to hit Command D. Command D will deselect it and you could start again. So you may, if you make a mistake, you can always zoom back, zoom in a little bit more. You can realign it, but you want to hit Command D. So right now I zoomed in so much you can start seeing these little squares that just kind of, what Photoshop does is it kind of makes it really pretty pixely. So it may help you see it better. It kind of looks like a grid. This time I'm going to go around the other way just to vary it. So you click, and you click, and you click. So if you don't see that little circle, sometimes if you just double click, it'll finish it off for you if you're not close. Okay? So now you have the marching ants around it, meaning this little marquee around that space. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to select this by using the Move tool. Okay, go on the inside and you're going to drag this up. Now you might notice that now you have a hole in that image, but that's okay. That'll go away in a second. So you're going to put it on top of that untitled one and you drag it down. We've been doing that process before where we move the images from one place to the other. So you can see now that it's pretty small, this T right in here. You can always change the size. To hold the proportion, hold down the Shift key as you use the bounding box in the corner to drag it larger and smaller. The bounding box will remain in the correct proportion. It won't change because I'm holding down the Shift button. If I let go of the Shift button, it will not hold that proportion. It's not to say that you cannot stretch it out, but you don't want to go too crazy. But if you really like that proportion, hold down the Shift button. It'll lock it in place. All right, so I'm just making it a little bigger so I can see it. Then I'm going to commit. Once I start transforming it, meaning changing the size and stuff, it's going to need me to commit to it. So now I'm going to go back to my letters, and you can see it replaced it. It put it right back. Again, to get rid of the marching ants, you hit Command and D. So the next letter I'm going to use is the letter A. So I'm going to scoot up here. I'm holding down the space bar, and it changes to this tool known as the hand tool, just briefly, temporarily. When I let go, it's going to go back to the move tool. So what this allows me to do is to drag it around. So let's say that this is the A. Once again, I go to the polygonal lasso tool. I click on the corner, click on the corner, click on the corner, click on the corner, and finish it off. Use the move tool. The shortcut's the letter V. And I drag it up, and I drag it back down. So eventually you're going to be working on getting all of your letters in, in your space. Okay. The next set of videos is going to show you guys how to start to merge letters together once you get a word, and how you can start manipulating these words into your design.